Hello, my name is Josh Beck. I'm a technology teacher in San Antonio, Texas. We're working with the Blender. This is the fourth lesson in our series on the Blender. In the first three lessons, what we did was we set up a basic scene that looks like this. We've got a cube. We've got a sphere on top of the cube. I have gone to add lamp, and I've chosen the sun lamp. And the sun lamp is basically a directional light source. It's like a spotlight. I've rotated the pink line that indicates the direction the light is shining so that it intersects with the cube right there. And I've also placed the sun in between the camera and the two objects that it is looking at. So I'm going to click 0 right now, and you can see what the camera sees. Okay, so the object of today's lesson is to create a basic animation. All right. If you do not have a scene that looks like this and you're in my class, you probably should go back, review lessons 1, 2, and 3, and get to the point where this scene is set up correctly. Okay, so if we have all of our objects in place here, what we can do is make sure we're in object mode. I'm going to right click on the camera. Okay, here's a new concept. Down in the panel here, it says 1. All right, right where I'm circling the mouse, I'm going to bring the mouse up to the top of the screen and just bring it down so that you can see what I'm circling here. It says 1. That is our current keyframe within the timeline. We're in the first frame of our animation. What we want to do is we're going to lock the camera to this frame right now by clicking I. Okay, I is insert. We're going to insert a key here. We're going to choose the LOC ROT option. That locks the location and the rotation angle of the camera in keyframe 1, so it sits right where it is and the computer knows where to find it. So I'm going to click I, and then I'm going to choose LOC ROT. Now, if you're in my class, now is a good time to go back to the Blender, open up this scene, click I, and choose LOC ROT. Okay, so once we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to take the camera. Well, first we're going to go down to where it says keyframe 1, and we're going to type in keyframe 30. We're going to make a 30-frame animation. So now I'm going to type in 30, and I'm going to hit enter. Now we're in keyframe 30, and we're going to reposition the camera in keyframe 30. I'm going to hit the G key. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to swing it to a new location up here. We're going to go about 45 degrees, just to a side of the cube that's fairly close. I'm now going to rotate it around. I'm going to click R, I'm going to click Z to get it pointing towards the cube. I'm now going to click R, and I'm going to click Y, and I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to hit 0 to see what the camera sees. I still need to adjust just a little bit. I'm going to click R, I'm going to click Z. Okay, so now I am in keyframe 30, and the camera is looking at a different side of the cube. Okay, so the trick here is to lock the camera to this keyframe. So I'm going to click I to insert, and once again I'm going to choose LOC ROT, and I'm in keyframe 30 now. Alright, so by doing that, what the computer has done is it's generated an animation that basically it creates a curve so that the camera moves from keyframe 1 to keyframe 30 smoothly from the first location we locked to the second location. Now, watch what happens here. I'm going to click 1 to take it to keyframe 1. Now watch what happens when I hit enter. The camera is going to move back to its original position because we're going to move back to keyframe 1. There it is, right where it started. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can click Alt-A, and we can animate those 30 keyframes, and we can see what the computer has done in terms of taking the camera and moving it from the first keyframe to the 30th keyframe. Here we go. Alt-A. All right, and there it goes. It moves. So let's look at it through the camera. I'm going to click 0. Once again, I'm going to click Alt-A. And you can see we've got a simple animation where the camera swings up to look at our object in a different position. One more time, Alt-A. Okay, so there's our first basic animation. We've taken an object, we've locked it to the first keyframe, we've moved it, we've changed our keyframe to 30, we've locked it to that keyframe, we've hit Alt-A to play the animation. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll be getting into some more advanced Blender concepts as the weeks go on. So if you're interested in these types of tutorials, please keep an eye out. Thank you.